Welcome back to my channel Current World, and today I'm going to give you a presentation on INS Vikrant, which is the first indigenous aircraft carrier made by India. So let's start with today's presentation. History. This was INS Vikrant R-11, which was made by the British Navy as HMS Hercules for World War II. India purchased the aircraft carrier for 63.2 crore rupees in 1957, and it was in service from 1957 to 1997, which is about 30 years. When in war, INS Vikrant was sent to Bangladesh to help the Mukti Vahini group for an independent Bangladesh. Pakistan had sent its powerful submarine (PNS Ghazi) to destroy INS Vikrant. At that time, INS Rajput was the only ship capable of successfully destroying the submarine, but its engine was not working. The news was given that INS Vikrant was coming to the place where INS Rajput was, but it was not. So, kind of like there were spies of Pakistan who were in India, and when they gave the news to Pakistan, they sent PNS Ghazi to Vishakhapatnam, and then when the submarine reached there, meaning Visakhapatnam, the damaged INS Rajput without a working engine single-handedly sunk PNS Ghazi. PNS Ghazi was an American submarine that Pakistan had bought from the US, and it was one of the best submarines of that time. On 31 January 1997, after serving almost 30 years for the Indian Navy, the legendary and unforgettable aircraft carrier INS Vikrant was decommissioned. It was scrapped and tons of steel were broken out of the aircraft carrier. Bajaj Auto bought the steel from the aircraft carrier and made a new motorbike, Vikrant. Uh, this over here, this red color motorbike is the Vikrant motorbike, and these are the when they demolished it. These are a few pictures of it. It was quite old. So actually, so over here I'll do some annotating because we need to know that why do we need another aircraft carrier, because India, it has a very large coastline of something around 7,000 kilometers, and we have Pakistan and China on both of our sides. So we need two aircraft carriers in order to keep dominance in the Arabian Sea. I'm sorry, a bit wrong annotating. We want to keep dominance in the Arabian Sea because there are no other aircraft carriers present in the Arabian Sea and in the Bay of Bengal as well. So why do we need to stop and do this? Because China can has only one way to attack India. It has two ways actually. I'm sorry. There's two ways. One is from the South China Sea, all the way from this over here, and come all the way over here. Or the other way is they have a road to the Gwadar port in Pakistan, which China has bought for lease. The road will be something like this, and then China can attack from here as well. It can bring dominance to both of the. Actually, I'm not that nice in annotating, so please excuse me. I'll try my best for the annotation. China can keep dominance on two sides, so we need two aircraft carriers. And India is also building one more aircraft carrier, INS Vishal, which will be deployed in the Indian Ocean, but we'll get to know about that later. It hasn't been told by now because it will be a aircraft carrier with catapult technology. So for that, it's gonna be kind of expensive. So India must be ready to bear such expenses because INS Vikrant Not that expensive, but still, like, making an aircraft carrier is very cost. It takes a lot of money. Okay. So these two are the pictures of the old INS Vikrant, and then these four are the pictures of the new one. Old pictures are not that common now. You can't find much of them. Took me a lot of time. It's an indigenous aircraft carrier. It started its building in 2013 and was completed in 2022. It has 1.1 lakh horsepower, and it got commissioned something around 15th of August 2022. The builder of this is the Kochi Shipyard Limited. Length is 262 meters, width 62 meters, height 25 meters, area about 1 hectare, enough to build a villa, uh, according to me. Small one. Speed 28 knots, officers 196, sailors 1149. These two are needed to control the ship. This is not the capacity, this is necessary. So actually, Vikramaditya is the was the only aircraft carrier we had since 2014 to 2022, and the problem was it had an aircraft lift which is in front of the control tower. So the problem is the airplanes which we can deploy over there will be in the size of a limited size because there's hangar in below the deck. And in Vikramaditya, we tried to solve that problem by keeping them in the sides. So by keeping them in the sides, the thing is that we will kind of like a bit more size can be deployed because a bit part of the airplane it will be hanging it will be towards the sea. In INS Vikram, this is what I just told. So in INS Vikramaditya, the aircraft lift is placed in front of the control tower, so the aircraft that go down to the other level, their length is limited. While on INS Vikrant, the aircraft lifts are on the two sides of the control tower facing the sea, which lets the aircraft with a slightly longer length to go to the basement deck. So the aircraft which will be operating in this aircraft carrier, India's newest indigenous aircraft carrier, will be as follows: MiG-29K with a top speed of 2,200 kilometers per hour, Kamov 31 helicopter 250 kilometers per hour, MH-60R helicopter 267 kilometers per hour, Dhruv helicopter 282 kilometers per hour, and F-18 Super Hornet that might be 1,915 kilometers per hour. It will have two runways from which it can take off. One is this one for short takeoff and the other one is for long takeoff. So for large aircrafts, we need long runway, and for the small aircraft, we need this short runway. Arrested wires. So arrested wires are the wires that hold on and stop the aircraft while landing on the aircraft carrier, as the runways are too short. So there are four or five of them, and about 40 feet distance is there in between both of them, each of them, and if it doesn't touch one of them, it might hit the next, or the next, or the next. It is always targeted to touch down over here because it might, it's in between, so there's more chance of getting hooked. As of 17th of June 2022, China commissioned its third aircraft carrier Fujian, India to keep comparable with China. We also need an aircraft carrier, but this will also keep Indian control in the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and the entire Indian Ocean. We are already on it, as the plans, as I already said, of INS Vishal are ready, but it will be difficult as INS Vishal will be made of catapult technology rather than the ski jump, which will cost a lot. INS Vikramaditya price was 2.35 billion, INS Vikrant for 2.9 billion, and the third aircraft carrier INS Vishal will be built at a minimum price of $7.56 billion between 2024 to 2030. But INS Vishal is still in the planning or project phase. So these are the pictures of INS Vishal. It will have two control towers and a catapult technology, kind of like the HMS Queen Elizabeth. Fourth aircraft carrier is also kind of ready. It will be a Russian aircraft carrier which will be made for a minimum of $5.5 billion. It will be a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier used by the Russian and Indian Navy. It will have four launching pads, two on electromagnetic catapult and two on ski jump. It will have a set of arrested wires, meaning four, and it will weigh about 90,000 to 100,000 tons. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and enable the notifications so that you don't lose the next updates in our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.